have things like commercial breaks, darling. Yes, we always must know where hard cam is. Although that was a pretty serious round of getting tossed, you know.
100%.
Adrian's doing a tremendous job in there, going for any shoot submission hold that he knows how to get, and he got a hold of that neck, man. And grown man strength is a real thing, and with the minimal application of correct pressure, you can finish that thing from just about anywhere.
100%. And that's the thing is, like, you get a hold of someone's neck, it doesn't matter how good you are. Like, it doesn't matter if he's got more skill than you. It doesn't matter at all. Everyone goes to sleep.
That's right. And the second fall is underway. Both men are engaging in the middle. Adrian's a little bit wider base, more of a conservative grappling stance. Bird is sitting back and kind of measuring. What do you think the thought process is here for a more traditional competitive grappler like Bird when he's in there with a professional wrestler?
I mean, definitely don't get caught up in any of the style points that the professional wrestler is going to throw. And the other thing you got to think about, too, is Eric is from Sacramento, man. He is not used to this altitude. You know?
That is a big factor. You are absolutely right. And Adrian has spent a lifetime in a military career service and a professional wrestling career at this altitude, so he is at home in the mile high. Oh, we've got him up for a high angle slam. He's got the leg laced, and he's looking at the defend. Oh! Good strong takedown.
That was strong, shoulder up.
He's still working his shoulders position off the back, but he might be susceptible for a head and arm here soon if he's not able to start creating a little more space with his hips. He's going Bird looking for the topside half guard pass, threatening the legs. Now he's lacing the head and arm, threatening a pin. Shoulders up, but that
kicking out.
One of the unique aspects of this rule set is
shoulders down,
demonstrated right there. The ability to toggle between a pinfall attack and a submission attack.
100%. Beautiful job by Shoot. I've heard of him many times. This is the first time I get to watch him live, and very.
Yeah, that was a tremendous effort. Fantastic work. Game opponent Adrian Grimm to come out as a professional wrestler and represent tonight in the opening match of this 8-man middleweight tournament. Much respect. Any man who will step in there and fight, that's a real warrior. Congratulations to both men. Fantastic work, gentlemen.
100%. Now, Chongo, I have to get out of here. My student is up next. I'm excited.
Yes, here we go. Semis, baby. Yes. Two excellent wrestlers locking up in the squared circle.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting now seeing as most of the wrestlers moved on. Actually, I think all the wrestlers moved on. So it's going to be a different pace. You know, like these guys are used to 3-minute periods.
Yep.
Oh, nice takedown outside trip.
Yep, Jacoby with the home cooking, the home field cardio advantage.
Oh, looking for that Peterson. He's on the neck now.
Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful transition from the wrestling into the submission game, from the position to the submission style.
Eric was looking for that short arm lock, maybe a Peterson roll, and Jacoby just followed straight onto his back.
And he's got a good tight grip, middle of the ring. He's got a solid body control with the legs. He doesn't quite have the under one laced, but does he have he's got the topside mount position. Good pinning.
Oh, nice mounted guillotine.
Mounted guillotine could be a lot of trouble.
That's tight.
Yeah, because now
tough.
you are.
He's got the pin and the choke.
Yeah, this is a dangerous spot here for Bird. Pin.
Nice.
Yes. And that is a dual threat if I ever saw one by this rule set.
Jacoby did a really good job going back and forth between the submission attempts and the pin.
Yes, I haven't seen a combo that beautiful since I watched my own work. Yes, no. Chongo, I was never that clean with it. That was beautiful, man.
Yeah, man, that was very good.
Yeah, these guys are beasts.
Jacoby talking to the crowd immediately, too.
And he's cutting a promo. Yes, beautiful old chap. He told me his favorite pro wrestler when he was growing up was Carlito.
Ooh.
So, yes, maybe he's going to break out the afro. Yes. Carlito's the son of the great Puerto Rican wrestler Carlos Colon, old chap. Big in Puerto Rico.
Man. History lessons.
That's right, Pro Wrestling History Nerds podcast. I've heard of that. It's pretty cool.
Great show.
They talk about all the combined aspects of pro wrestling and professional fighting and grappling, and it's kind of the same thing we're doing here tonight, old chap.
All right, these guys are hyped, ready to get after it.
Yes, and the second fall underway. And a shoot chant from the crowd here. They are feeling this action here in the semis. 2-on-1, going for like a bit of a Russian tie strategy there.
Good job moving the feet by Jacoby.
Yes, utilizing the ring well. Great movement. Not afraid to expend energy in this.
Right to the front headlock.
Yeah, nice. Jacoby's got the head. He's controlling. Oh, he's looking for that.
High elbow.
He's looking for that no arm. Oh, he's got it. Yes!
Top. Chris Weidman style.
Yes,
Standing guillotine.
Standing guillotine. Beautiful work. And utilizing the leverage of the taller man against him.
A pin and a submission.
Fantastic work. And that is the first submission we have seen on Victor's side so far.
Yes.
So that is a feather he has in his hat.
Great job going back and forth between the sub and the pin.
Utilizing the rule set.
Yes.
One of the best applications of the rule set strategically I've seen so far.
100%. And he's moving on to the finals. So this next match is going to be for the last spot in the finals. We're going to have Tarpley versus Roman. Oh,
man.
Match too.
The Lover versus...
And if there's a better nickname than the Night Pigeon, I have never heard it. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt with 14 professional Jiu-Jitsu wins and has medals in 8 different states, all for different promotions. But we'll see how those Jiu-Jitsu skills translate when there are pins involved.
I love it. The Night Pigeon.
And you got to admire the confidence of a man who walks out with the most vanilla nickname possible, the martial artist.
The martial artist.
Okay, that might be better than the Night Pigeon. The muscular octopus wins in my eye.
So we have Night Pigeon, muscular octopus, and the martial artist.
And the muscular octopus is an undefeated MMA fighter, state Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion, 2-1 professional Jiu-Jitsu record. So this is just going to be straight fire top to bottom, and they do not even feel each other out whatsoever. Going right for that knee bar, right for that knee bar. He's able to slip out of it, but he is not out of danger. He's going for the heel hook. Oh, and that was fast, and that was clean, and that was beautiful, if not brutal.
Octopus out.
All right, once again, going down low. He goes immediately to drop for that sweep. He's going for that almost Bravo-style sweep. I used to love doing that one myself, but he gets hold of that neck. Oh, he's got something cooking. He's not even bothering going for those hooks. Is this just going to be a power move going for that neck?
Oh! He is close.
Oh, he gets out of it, but that was a lot of pressure on his neck, a lot of weight on him. He once again drops for that half-guard sweep, trying to cook for something down there. It is a good strategy against a big man, especially if you have the skills to back it up.
And if you're not used to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, then it really can throw you off your game for someone to just go straight to their back right away.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I feel like most grappling competitors at this point are used to that, but occasionally you just get one of those crazy grappling wizards that'll just drop for that half sweep, drop to guard, and pull something crazy before you even can get your balance.
And if anything, it can throw off a wrestler, right? If that's their go-to, you're used to not wanting to go to your back. And when you have someone that's right away dropping down and going to their back, you want to stand, you want to shoot, and it puts you in a position because right away your legs are wide open for opportunity.
Exactly, especially in that last match when you see somebody who hunts for leg locks that aggressively. Because if somebody drops low, goes for those half guard sweeps, goes for a scissor move, trying to get that foot between your foot, these are things that are so counter to literally years and years of grappling competition in your own world, but now you're in somebody else's.
But the thing that has the advantage for Night Pigeon is his size. So when he does go down and drops, it's not good for the martial artist because he's putting himself in that position to have all that weight on him and his back exposed to the mat.
Exactly, yeah, because we do have to take into consideration the 3-count pin is just as dangerous as a submission hold, and when you drop to guard, it puts you right into that. You start hunting for an armbar, you start going for a rubber guard, you start hunting for a triangle, you put yourself into that pin position, and that can throw off every bit of strategy you had for what you were trying to accomplish.
And again, that weight is everything on you. Just draining you, having someone on top of you like that, putting you in a position where you got to fight off your back.
But he is doing great so far. He's already got one man out. It is down to these two. And it's just a matter of whether he's going to be able to pull some technical wizard stuff out from the bottom, or if he's going to come up with a bigger strategy, or if the big man's just going to wear him down and power is going to be the name of the game.
And you can see that. You can see his advantage of his weight and his strength. Again, when he drops down and tries to take guard.
There we are.
That's where it's dangerous.
He's defending it a lot better on this one. But yeah, he's got the head. He's pulling him in close, crunching his legs in, trying to make sure he is not able to extend that leg. But then here we are again with a leg extension because, this could be very dangerous. I do not like the look of that. He got to the ropes, so he had to. That was a smart move because and now it's going to be a question of how much torque was put on those joints. He got out of there in a hurry. He was clearly very, very worried about that. And once you get your legs taken out, your legs chewed up a little bit, it makes this a much harder game to win.
Now for the Night Pigeon, when you see him in his advantage, when he's dropping down, what makes him not want to just stay up on his feet and not even want to go play his game?
That is a question I would love to have an answer for, because sometimes it is easier to just stand up, make the person spend energy popping off their butt, popping back up. Yeah. Make them play your game. If somebody has a strength, you never lean into their strength.
He has a great lock. That was close.
And this guy is fantastic off his back. He has nonstop movement, nonstop submission attempts. Very good at positioning himself to not have his shoulders on the ground. He has finished off one man with a leg lock, nearly finished him off. So honestly, I would try to keep on my feet. I would make him play my game. I would try to, put him in a better position, go for throws. I don't know his skill set. I don't know his strategies, but this is simply what I would do if I were in there, and I'm often an idiot to make bad decisions.
And this really reminds me of the UFC fight between Brock Lesnar and Frank Mir, right? Brock Lesnar was a bigger guy, pounding him. But Frank Mir took his time, was patient, and was able to get him in that leg lock. And this is what it reminds me of right here is patience is the key for the jiu-jitsu guy.
Oh, absolutely. And that's where it comes into play, because it's hard to have patience. People don't understand how quickly and how eternally 5 minutes can go by in a grappling match. Because, once again, it comes down to strategy. It comes down to your ability to relax. It comes down to your explosive power. It comes down to your grappling endurance. Because some people will be checking the clock after 30 seconds. Some people need 10, 15 minutes to really implement their strategy and wear a person down. So you really have to put your strategy to the round time to really make it dance.
And I guess it depends on what the match, where you're at in the match, right? When you first start, the emotions are flying, the intensity is there, and before you know it, the round's over.
And these two guys are doing what the men in the previous match should have been doing. They are keeping things in the middle. They know the rules and the strategies clearly much better, because they're not trying to force each other to the other side. They're keeping things away from the ropes, because they know if they catch a hold, they catch a limb, they catch a pin, and it's dead center, there's nowhere to go but home.
There's nowhere to go but home. and potentially with, some pretty big injuries if you're not careful with those torque on those knees.
Oh, yeah, everybody likes having two arms. Everybody likes being able to look left. You got to protect your limbs. You got to protect your neck.
Yeah, here we go. And again, we keep hammering it, but fatigue is really going to play a factor in here, especially for the smaller opponent.
And he's doing a good job keeping that cradle, keeping his head between the arms. Really good way. He's. Oh, yeah, there we are. He is sneaking under there, and you do not want to let somebody sneak under that way because there's so many cool sweeps to do, just like that one. But he does have that arm. It's like, you're turning me over, I'm taking that arm home with me. But he was able to keep torquing it, try to use it into a sweep, but he's got the power behind it. Oh, and he's on his back. That's the problem sometimes with submissions. It's submission over position, and if you lose the submission, you have no position. Going for the hooks. He's got the hook in. He's just got to be a little bit patient. He's got all the time in the world right now when he's in the dominant position, but very good defense. He's able to get to a turtle position, hopefully able to get back to his feet. But this is a very dangerous submission fighter on top of him. We'll just have to see.
And he has those legs in, which is really a big advantage for him, especially being a smaller guy, right? When you have those legs locked in, you're able to control that guy without so much energy or so much power.
Yeah, you solidify that position. And he's able to figure for that. We'll see if he's able to escape out of that. But that compression on top of that, when you get that leg across the abdomen and you squeeze it, it takes away your ability to take big breaths. I don't know if you know this, but you need a lot of air to fight.
He is looking great on top right now.
He's switching over to that S mount almost.
And this is really the first time that we've seen him be on top position.
Yeah, he's been on the bottom the whole time, but he's worn his bigger opponent down, or it's just through technical mastery. But we're not seeing a lot of action from the man on the bottom.
And in wrestling, you see that a lot, right? When wrestlers start getting fatigued and start getting tired, they'll throw the legs in because they know it's a safe position.
And it's just a matter of whether he's going to be able to defend and ride it out to either a restart. Oh, it's off to a restart. That was a very strong move, a very smart move to be able to get back to his feet and hopefully try again to get into that top dominant position. But again, he really hasn't been able to do much with that outside of that arm crank.
And we'll see if he wants to start to kind of play
Ooh,
that. And now he tries to take his back.
And you can definitely tell fatigue is starting to become a factor when you go for desperation moves like a leg scissor, trying to go for more of a sambo thing. He is slowing down, but one man who is not slowing down is going for that knee on stomach, switching back over, spinning around. He is just all over the place.
There's those legs again.
Yeah, he's got that body lock. He's still not really being able to get a good position, but he's just outclassing him top to bottom with that positioning.
He understands anytime the night pigeon on bottom is trying to make a move, he knows exactly where to put his body in it to counter it.
Because some people in these type of matches and grappling matches kind of will constantly sacrifice their position to try to go for the submission. And a lot of times you lose that submission, well, suddenly you're in a bad spot. That was kind of the whole kind of Pancrase mantra, was submission over position back in their early days. But here's the thing. If you are a master of position, the submission will appear eventually.
It will. And that's where patience comes in. Being able to know that, hey, my guy is going to make a mistake because he's getting tired. And when he does, I'm going to take advantage and put him in where I want him to be. But he's got to be careful there.
I am so impressed with his balance to be able to maintain the top, just the flexibility, the balance, the hip strength he is showing, just like floating over him. Oh, but then we almost got
that cradle.
But then he pops right back out to his feet. Oh, pretty much shoves him down like a schoolyard bully looking for some lunch money.
And you can see that he's tired because he only has those little bursts of energy, right? He tried to get up, go down, and then he's right back to the position he was.
And he's doing the smart thing. He is controlling, going for that wrist, trying to just pretty much take away all his tools, while again he's just making these little adjustments, little moves, so it leads up to a big explosive moment, and it really means something as opposed to just being a scramble with no real strategy behind it.
And it's also mentally draining to know that you're the bigger guy, but you're not able to do what you want.
Oh, absolutely. Anybody who's been in the jiu-jitsu world, the submission wrestling world, the catch wrestling world, the amateur wrestling world, there is nothing that takes the confidence out of your heart like a man with, you have 50 pounds on just schooling you like nothing.
And you cannot do nothing about it. That is mentally draining for sure.
That was so impressive. These three-ways have actually been completely dynamite. It was a concept that I don't, once again, I'm not going to pretend that I saw everything coming to be as cool as this, but it was, however, fantastic. This was a great concept, great execution.
The martial artist takes it.